Hi, everyone, and welcome to All Cards on Deck. For those who don't know me, I'm Ola. I'm the host of these conversations where I sit down with different guests who have absolutely different backgrounds, but they all have something in common. They all live their lives following their purpose. And I created All Cards on Deck especially for you guys who are right now feeling lost, asking questions. Who am I? What is my purpose? What am I doing with my life? And I really want you to get inspired by these conversations and stories of real people who are a few steps ahead. For you to see the ups, the downs, and to start also experimenting with your own ideas and getting out of your comfort zone. All Cards on Deck also has a little twist at the end. We are actually playing cards. They are called We Are Not Really Strangers. And these cards, they have a random personal questions on them. Prepare my guest. This is how we're bringing a bit of fun, a bit of playfulness into quite a serious topic as purpose and getting to know our guests from a different angle beyond purpose, beyond what they do. And today's guest is Mickaël. He's the co-founder and CEO of Hivin, a
Nice.
platform designed to connect people based on who they actually are. So their mindset, their energy, their values before anything else. And I had a cus dev with Mickaël, and I saw the platform, I saw the idea, and it's really, really amazing. It's not only beautiful in the way how it looks like, it also has a lot of logic behind it. And what really caught my attention is that these guys are creating your personal avatar based on your mindset, your values, on who you are. So, and they call it Anima. So you are choosing your co-founder not because of their looks. You're choosing your co-founder based on deeper matching. And I'm pretty sure Mickaël will explain even more, even in more details
I will try.
about this. Yes. And maybe even show, I don't know, Mickaël, if you are able to share the screen and even show the anima, how it looks like.
Maybe we can do it.
Yeah, awesome. Let's do that. Well, welcome, Mickaël. Super happy to have you here. Welcome to All Cards on Deck.
Cool. Thank you very much for this introduction. About the card represented, did you create the card yourself or what?
No, no, no. I'm not Steve Bartlett. I know that for the Diary of the CEOs, the podcast he has, he created his own cards, but these ones you can buy it anywhere, Amazon.
Well,
I bought it, I think, online on their website. They're really, really cool. I love them. I played them with my friends, with people I didn't know, and you really get to know each other on a deeper level, even with people that you know for a very long time.
awesome. Perfect. Let's do that.
Yeah. Beautiful. So let's dive into the questions. The first question that I ask everyone on this show is,
Th-
who are you?
Oh, who am I? I guess I'm a French guy who want to create positivity in this world. Is that the answer you are expected?
I'm not expecting any answer, but I love your answer. I love your answer.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
creating positivity, what is positivity for you?
Uh, Something that's make human happy, maybe happier, and something who like creates value for everybody. I think that's really
Mhm.
important. That's what drive me. Of course, that's not easy every day, but I think stay positive in your daily life is really important. Have a
Mhm.
smile and yeah,
Mm,
forward. I think
I
you can
agree
be a
with you. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you that positivity brings more happiness and fulfillment into our lives. But we also know at the same time that life is a roller coaster, and sometimes it brings you down, it brings you up. So I'm wondering what helps you to stay positive when, even during the times when things are a little bit turbulent.
Yeah, I really agree. And if sometime you have some down, I say myself is to enjoy more when you are like happy. Because if you are happy every day, then you will not be happy anymore because it will be a normal thing. So down are part of the life. That's it.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. We live our lives And in a way, everyone is comparing everything to like not only ourselves to others, but also comparing how we feel to how we felt yesterday, let's say.
Yeah,
And on the other hand, it's very good to have a baseline, which on the higher level, so your baseline is more positive, and then you like jump on this baseline,
of course.
having it in a higher side. Okay, so what is your purpose?
Okay, what is my purpose with Hivin or in life, like in
Let's start
general?
in life.
In life. Okay. So that's kind of link with the previous answer, I think. So I would build
Mhm.
something meaningful. I want to build something who truly helps people, for sure. Ideally, I would like to create something that can keep making an impact without me,
Mhm.
whether if I decide to do something or even if I die. So I think that's important. And of course, I also want to give myself a chance to build a comfortable life for me, for the people who are close to me. And with Hivin specifically, I think one of the goals is to helps people to be their own leader because it's about creation and entrepreneurship. So I think being his own leader is like close to freedom, and that's
Mhm.
amazing.
And I love that you mentioned freedom because almost everyone whom I'm talking to on All Cards on Deck, they mention freedom as
Oh,
something
yeah.
that is driving them. Yeah. How do you connect your personal purpose with the purpose of Hivin? How are they connected?
Hmm. Um, I think that's really linked because I want to be an entrepreneur myself. And with this project, I will help people to be an entrepreneur themselves. So I'm working for myself to have freedom, to help the others, to bring value. And while I'm doing that, the project is exactly to do the same for the other. The goal is to do the same for other people. Help them to have freedom, to become an entrepreneur, to have success, to meet the right people, which is at least the purpose of Hivin. And yeah, I think everything is really linked, actually.
Yeah, it is. It is definitely linked. I'm curious also, how did you find your purpose? Let's start from the very beginning, from Mickaël as a child. Whom did you want to become as a kid?
I don't know if I find it. I think I felt it.
Mhm.
My dream was when I was younger, maybe not at 6, but maybe around 18, 19, was to create my company.
Uh-huh.
Um, and I tried to do it with some friends. At least we are absolutely not compatible with my friend at work. So it didn't work. I tried to meet some random person and try to brainstorm some ideas, but actually they didn't work too. And I told myself that, okay, actually I have to do it. And maybe the best thing I can do it is create the tool I needed for myself. I think that's what a lot of entrepreneurs does. That's how comes ideas, I believe, most of the ideas. So that's why I created Hivin, which is a mobile app that will help people find the right partners, right co-founders to create with, based, like you said at the beginning, based on mind before the skills, because actually I find a lot of skills person, but there were only few people who were aligned with my vision, my values, my risk management, my life purpose. So yeah, that these things are really difficult to align. So that's why I'm trying to build these products. And yeah,
Mhm.
that's my purpose.
Yeah, I agree with you. A lot of entrepreneurs, they do create their companies and have ideas, from their personal experience, from the pains that they had before. So
That's
you
amazing.
from the beginning wanted to, and you that you will have your own company, right? You have that goal. Because, for example, for myself, I never thought that I'll have my own business. I always thought that I'm gonna be climbing up the corporate ladder. That was my dream, and eventually I played both games. And
Uh,
yeah, you from the beginning had this urge of, yes, I am going to be an entrepreneur. I'm gonna have my company.
that was not that confident. I
Mm.
felt it inside of me. That was like a dream, but I was not talking about it with everybody because I was young, I was inexperienced, and I was obviously a bit afraid about that because I know nothing about that. I have
Mhm,
no entrepreneurs around me. I don't
mhm,
have entrepreneurs in my family. I don't have entrepreneurs in my friends. So I don't know any entrepreneurs. So that was like another world for me.
mhm.
So that was not, I will be that, but that was in my mind, like, that could be just amazing if I can create something who add values in the world for the people. And if I can do
Mhm.
it, I will jump in it.
Beautiful. So you mentioned that you don't have any entrepreneurs around you, family, friends. I'm wondering what was their reaction when you decided to quit your job and to enter and become your own boss?
What was their reaction? For most of them, closest to me, sorry for my English,
Your English is perfect, don't worry.
they were, they were not that surprised because I'm someone who is quite curious and who is dynamic and who want to create some things. And they know I already tried to do something in the past. So not that surprise. And for the generality, like for everybody, that was just a great thing for you and for me. When someone around you is creating something, you're just so happy for him or for her. You
Mhm.
try to give him or her energy, and okay, you can do it. Sometimes you can help him or her to give advice, and you want to be involved in it because that's actually a really nice way. And yeah, I like it. They like it too.
So you felt supported, people around you.
Yes, I know they support me. That said, Hivin is still at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
We are not launched yet. We want to do it
Mm-hmm.
soon. We only have a proof of concept. One thing I'm doing since almost the beginning is I don't speak a lot about my project with my friends. So
Mm-hmm.
they know I'm working on a mobile app. For most of them, that's the only thing they know because a lot of don't have LinkedIn, etc. So they don't see it. The closest to me know that it's something about entrepreneurship to help people find other people, but that's it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't speak about my project. I only speak about it with people who I can work with, people who are founders, co-founders, people like you, mentors, investors. But my goal with it is don't take too much time to speak with everybody and say all the time the same thing. I
Mm-hmm.
believe sometimes good to keep your energy inside of yourself, and you put your energy in the way you want to. And actually my friends really understand that. They are like, okay, whenever you are ready to speak about it with us, do it. We are happy for you, and let's move forward.
Mm.
What do
This
you
is a
think about that?
very interesting strategy. Yeah, to preserve your energy and to prioritize those people who might actually be involved or be interested or somehow have an input into the project. So it's to each their own. Everyone has their own strategy. I don't know who your friends are. From my side, I have a lot of friends who are not into entrepreneurship and not into what I do at all. But sometimes I do ask them for their outsiders' opinions to see what they think uh, about what I do, how it looks like, how it feels like, even if they are not really interested in the topic or the scene that I'm in. So I guess it all depends on the people, and every strategy has a place to be.
Actually, how did you become an entrepreneur? Because I know about returning to self, and maybe that can be interesting for the people too, if you want to say a few words.
Yeah, of course. Well, the first time that I kind of like dipped my toes into entrepreneurship was actually not coaching, but my e-commerce company. I was selling yoga mats online
Oh, okay.
in the UAE, and it also came from a place of us wanting to buy a friend a really cool, high quality mat with beautiful visuals on them, but we couldn't find it anywhere in the UAE. And that's how we decided, hey, we're going to create freaking awesome mats with beautiful material, high quality, as much eco-friendly as possible, and yeah, very visually appealing. And this is how we started. Eventually, I closed the business after 3 years of working on it. It eventually didn't flow. And what I learned from it is that when we open a business, we have to be fully present. What I had in my head is that, oh, I'm going to open it 1 year max and it's going to flow by itself. It's going to sell by itself. It's going to be my like side hustle bringing me money just like that. No, you have to be all in. And we were three partners, three friends. We were all involved in it, but then one person had work, the other person had something else. I just left Dubai, was traveling around. I had my own thing, I was studying. So everyone was defocused. And I realized, no, like when you're in a project, you have to be fully focused on that thing all together all the time.
Mm.
And I'm wondering, because you also mentioned you had your one business that you also dipped your toes into with your friend. So a similar story to mine. What was your story about opening your first or trying entrepreneurship for the first time with your friend?
The one I really tried was about e-commerce too,
Okay.
with one specific friend. The thing was we were quite young and not stable. So it was sometime you work a lot and you're fully involved during like 4 days and you're doing things like for a month. And then for some reason, you're less involved. So you're here and after you are here. And it can be the same today because life, like we said at the beginning, is not like this all the time. It's also like
Yeah.
this, but it's more with less difference. So like this, and before it was like
Mm-hmm.
this, that
Mm-hmm.
work like this. Of course, there are variation, but you need to be at least a bit stable in your mind, in your
Mm-hmm.
life, purpose. And the thing is, we were, I mean, just too young, not enough mature to begin something real. And life did the thing great, so we didn't do it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So is it only about the age? Because I also know a lot of entrepreneurs who are, I don't know, 12-year-old girls dancing on TikTok and earning a lot of money. Or there was something beyond you guys being young uh, that
Mm.
affected the idea and it didn't work.
That's also why I spoke about maturity,
Mm-hmm.
and it is not absolutely linked with the age, if you're young
Mm-hmm.
or old. The thing was we were not ready to put the same energy in the project. And at least we didn't even speak about our expectation, our life vision, what we risk we are ready to take. And I think we didn't had some talk who are like really important to be sure we are aligned. Not for everything. This is not a magical talk. And of course we will have this, but something to clarify some point, to better understand ourselves, better understand how we can work together, how we can communicate, because communication is the key. And all of this is made to build trust. And after just like 3 months, we were not able to have trust between each other. And if you don't trust enough your partner, that can't work. Like trust is
Yeah,
the
the base. Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Makes sense. So, in order to create a good collaboration, from your words, what I hear is that trust is very important, and but also before you start, we need to fully communicate what is our vision and values, what we stand for, and how do we see it, this project working, right? To
Yeah,
align all of that.
exactly. And when I did all the interviews, which is how we met both of us,
Mhm. Mhm.
what every people, I mean, 95% of the person said it was trust. There are a lot of things
Mhm.
around the trust, but everything is linked to build the trust. So what
Mhm.
people told me is, okay, Hivin looks a really cool concept. Of course, it will not be magical, but it can increase the percentage to have success and meet the right person, which is our goal. But if you can put and do something to able us to build trust faster and to see if we can work together, that could be amazing. And
Mhm. Mhm.
that's also why we are working on the live application to make people do some things together in app. We'll not speak too much about it right now, but Hivin will not be just a networking app, but a collaboration app. And yeah, we will try to go in that way to help people build this trust.
Mhm. So before jumping into a big project, building a company together, people would be able to feel into each other by collaborating, by working together on smaller things, let's say.
Exactly. And we are still figuring it out with that. But one thing also people were mentioning, and I really agree with that. I think everybody will be. That's you really know if you're with the right partners when you have some trouble, when times are getting difficult. And
Mhm.
it's when things are not easy that you will see if the team is really solid or if actually it was not and it will explode. So
Mhm.
it's important to also try to make people in some kind of stressful situation to see how they react. Because when you're stressful, it's like when you play a game. You don't think
Mhm.
about how do I have to be. You don't have any mask. You're just the way you are. And that's when you're really yourself that people can see if there is a match with you and the opposite is the same. So yeah,
Mhm.
and I think that the same with the actually romantic relationship. That's when you have trouble that you know if your couple is really strong or not. And there are a lot of similarity between romantic couple
Mhm.
and this couple. So we both call it marriage. That's the thing. I
Mhm.
agree.
Yeah, I love the comparison. I love the analogy. But you guys are planning to create these stressful situations for people to be able to match, give them, I don't know, some stressful tasks to
Right
see
now is
how they work together before they actually agree to be partners, or what's the idea behind what you've mentioned?
like you understand, we are still early. So
Yeah,
this
okay,
thing
so
in discussion, so I can't say too much about it.
okay.
It will not be before a match, but when people match together, we try to give them some step to achieve. We'll give some documentation, some tools who
Hmm.
can just help them to have a successful journey.
Hmm.
It will be a real builder ecosystem.
Hmm.
We don't dive in to be like, I swipe, I find someone, and then I leave. That's not the
Yeah.
purpose.
Hmm. It's something deeper than this, for sure.
Yes.
So coming back to your journey, you tried entrepreneurship with your friend. It didn't work. Eventually, you decided to go to a 9 to 5, right? So you also had an experience in the corporate world.
Yes, of course. Yeah. Basically, so I'm working only since 5 years. Before that, I did a study in international marketing and management. And then I spent the two first year as business developer in an electronic security firm. So doing the sales, social media, creating the commercial support, doing the SEO, and all of these things. And after that, I left this job to be a business manager in my area, still in France, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, a business manager has three roles. So you do the commercial stuff, so sales, you do the recruitment of your team of consultants, and then you do the management of this team between the firm and the clients, both with technical and functional profiles. And it was in many industries, actually. So I worked in banking, insurance, petrochemical, pharmaceutical, defense. That was actually really interesting, really
Mm-hmm.
dynamic. I love this. This is like you create your company, but in a company. So they give you some tools, some helps, laptop, phone, some contacts sometime. And yeah, I love these years too. That was amazing.
Mm.
And I did some friends there.
This is really nice. Not a lot of people actually enjoy their 9 to 5s, and I'm always very happy to meet people who did or do enjoy their corporate life. I'm
Yeah.
wondering, at what point did you decide to leave the corporate, and did you plan for it? Like, okay, I need this amount of savings, or I need to do it gradually to leave corporate and become an entrepreneur. Like, what was that transition for you?
The transition was a bit, I can say, hard. Actually, it was now like a year ago, around a year ago. So I was with my ex-girlfriend, and one day she just told me, okay, I know you love your job, but you have to do something by yourself. You are done for that. And I told her just, I agree with you. I feel it. But my thing is, I don't know what to do. And then I told you at the beginning how came Hivin because I needed it for myself. So basically, it's come from a girl. So we need girl in our life. And so at this time, maybe 2 months ago, I left my job. I left my apartment. Actually, I broke up and then I had to return to my parents' house to give Hivin a chance to exist. So it was like a boom in my life.
Yeah, yeah. So many changes in one time.
But when there is all of these things, in one time after it getting like more calm and you have really less noise and you're more able to understand and to see what you really want to do, how do you feel? And actually the answer was, I just want to give everything for Hivin. This is my journey. This is like a mission. That's weird to say that, but I feel it a bit like this. And that's how began Hivin. And about the money, because you spoke a bit like how I do the transition. In France, we are really lucky that when you work in corporates and then you quit a job, you have like a year or maybe sometime a bit more. And France helps you because when you work, you give money to France. And when you stop to work,
Mm-hmm.
they money and like give it to you so you can live. And that's allow me to live and build something at the same time. For
Mm-hmm.
that, lucky to be French, actually.
This is amazing.
Yes.
Okay, now you found a partner for Hivin, right?
Yeah, for Hivin, I had a first partner, a second one, a third one, and now I'm with two new people. So, well, I know why I'm creating that once again. But yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Okay, so even with Hivin, it was not a straight away success. You still had to go through several people and have your ups and downs there. Wow.
first one was during 2 weeks, second one 3 months, third one 7 months. At least that's better every time.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
After 2 weeks, I have today two new co-founders. I would like to try with 3 person, and actually they are amazing. So we decided to try to work together. You know one of them, I
Yeah,
think. Yeah, even for Hivin, like it's not because that this is Hivin that I don't struggle to find the right person actually. So that's painful sometimes for everybody, for every project. And yeah, that is what it
Yeah.
is.
How did you find these partners? Well, the one of them I know, and the second one, how did you
Uh,
get to know your second partner? Was it also an introduction, or I don't know how you look for partners? You go on LinkedIn, you go look at their CVs. How is it done normally these days?
it was maybe 3 months ago. I created an X account because I
Mm-hmm.
was only present on LinkedIn and I felt like X could be a great tool to
Mm-hmm.
speak about hiring and to meet builders. So I created this account and I began to speak with a lot of people who were looking for co-founders. Like it was like in the interview I did with you, but less formally, and it was just with a chat on X. So we spoke together. We were really aligned actually in our way to think. And we just say, okay, maybe let's speak again later. And actually, I sent her, she is in the US, by the way. So I sent her a message 1 month after to tell her, like, can we just like do a video call so we can know better each other? It was not at all about co-founder, just to speak with a
Mm-hmm.
builder like with you. And actually, we are here today. Like she jumped in the project almost like it's her project. She
Mm-hmm.
love it. She has the energy absolutely for Hivin, and I'm really happy to work with her. She's an amazing girl. She has a work. She is a mom, a solo mom, and she still find the time to give like an amazing energy for Hivin. And I'm really glad to have her in the team.
Oh, this is very inspiring, especially when women are able to juggle so many projects. And one of the main projects of a woman is a child. So
That's
it's
impressive.
very inspiring to hear these stories for sure. Um,
What about
now,
you? Did you already have the same co-founders in each company, or you had to change sometime and some things happen?
not really. I just, it just didn't work. And the whole thing was shut down. So with the ecom, we just closed. We talked to each other as friends. We kept the friendship. I love them. They're like my sisters, but we decided to close the company. Then with the other co-founder, I'm still with her. Olga, if you're watching, hi. The Wanted Seller is our project. We
Yes.
eventually pivoted a little bit with our project, but it's still ongoing. And yeah, the synergy between us is beautiful. And I found her, I think I mentioned on our CusDev,
Yes, of course.
I found her very randomly on LinkedIn. And I was not looking for a co-founder. I was not looking for a co-partner, but it just somehow organically happened. And this whole project, which is called The Wanted Seller, also somehow organically appeared. It was not a plan. It was not a plan at all. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. And yeah, I remember that you just had a first chat with her, and you told together, okay, let's build something together, and that's amazing. That's
Yeah.
probably the way to find someone. Yeah. So if I do the link with Hivin, Hivin will be a help for many people. That doesn't mean that the real life doesn't exist and you have to find the right person of Hivin. So you can just stay in the flow and see what's life bring to you. So Hivin will be an amazing tool, but of course you can also find someone just like this. You have a talk with someone and some things happen between you and the person. And that's also amazing.
Some chemistry. Yeah. Coming back to Hivin, I would really love for you to tell us what you can tell because I know that it's not yet launched. What is it? Can you share also your screen? There's a sharing button here to show us the Anima, how you create it, what's it based on. It'll be so cool to show it to others because I don't know, the concept of Anima just blew my mind. I love it so much. So yeah, whatever you can show about Hivin, please do.
Cool. The only thing is the app is on my phone. So that means I have to come with my
Okay.
if it's feasible in an easy way.
Yeah.
But mobile app, so I don't have it on my laptop.
Do you have a Riverside on your phone?
I
No,
don't
you
have
have to
that.
know. What about if we go on your website and
Yeah,
you
I took a video of the prototype, so I took it myself and put it on the website. So that's almost the same, for sure.
yeah, okay, let's do then the website.
Cool. And just so to explain a bit at the same time. So basically, in Hivin, like you understand, we want to match mind before skill. This mind is represented by a living shape in Hivin, which is called the Anima, like you said. And this Anima is unique per user in the world, creating during the onboarding with some personality question. So the onboarding will be really quick. And this creates your Anima. So this is yours. And this is also what you will match in the application. Maybe I can share my screen. Do you see it?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I will go directly with the video of the prototype, which is here. Um, is it working on your side, the video?
Yeah, it does.
Okay,
Perfectly.
perfect. So
Mm-hmm.
you see in front of you an Anima. So basically, when you will touch the Anima, you will have a pop-up explaining how the person think, work, collaborates. You have also a first sentence explaining what do I want to do if I want to join a project, if I want to create something, or if I want to brainstorm with someone. And then you can swipe down to have more information. You will have like the dispensability time. If I want to invest money in the company, if I already create some company before, so a professional experience, also a biography. And with that, if you're interested, you can swipe right or left. And
Mm-hmm.
that's how the things works. So, yeah,
A bit of
that's it.
Tinder vibes also there.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's like a Tinder, but for entrepreneur. But
Yeah.
in actually my mind, Tinder is not that qualitative, serious uh, um, application. That's that in some ways. I want Hivin. What I want to say is Hivin will have to be a really qualitative tool. So we have to like protect the community and the builders and do everything we can to be sure they are meeting people who want to create for real. Because a lot of people are here for playing something, and our goal is to have only serious people inside. So we spoke about trust at the beginning. That will be really important that our community trusts us to trust Hivin and the environment and the ecosystem we are creating. That will also be a key point for us. Trust is.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And could you explain it also in your words? How come you decided to create an anima instead of, the typical picture of a person?
Can you ask again, please?
Could you explain in your own words how come you decided to create anima instead of having just simply a photo of the person who is
Okay.
joining Hivin?
Yeah. Basically, the idea is you're here to match people you want to create with. So we above skin color, we above gender, and we have the anima. On the book, you have the name and surname. The initial state is to above name, surname too. Like we just have the mind and of course the skills too.
Uh-huh.
Um, at least during the different interview, market study, it appears maybe it can be um, both, not only the Anima, because for some area in the world, it can be great to have the Anima, like in Europe, in the UAE, in the US. But in other parts of the world, this maybe can be a bit too innovative. So our goal is to bring everybody and to
Mm-hmm.
make something that everybody can understand. So we are still figuring it out with some details like this.
Mm-hmm.
Anima will the main visual shape in the screen, of course. But yeah, we are still discussing it.
Mm-hmm. And are you guys launching it?
We are planning to launch in September. Um, Actually, so as you understood, we are three of us, and we are trying to find the last uh, personality who we miss in the application, which is someone who can have the role of the CTO. So we are doing a lot of not interviews, talks. But it's actually really easy to find a CTO, but not easy to find the right person to work with us. All the time, the same thing. So
Mm.
yeah, we have a POC, but the POC was made with my ex co-founder who was like technical. And today we don't have the technical person in the team.
Mm.
So we are giving our time to find this right person, not
Mm-hmm.
in a need the right one to be a co-founder too. And once it's done, things will be fast because we are doing and we did a lot of underground work. So everything is ready to be viewed for the people.
To start.
But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, right now we are still access.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Well, thank you so much for sharing. Once again, I really love the design. It looks very user friendly. It looks very beautiful. Um,
Yes, and sorry.
yeah. Yeah, go for it.
Just one like disclaimer because this is our differentiation. So we speak a lot about matching minds and anima and things and minds before the skills, but we don't above skills. Like
Yes.
skills are also really important. So I don't speak a lot about it because that's like obvious.
Mm-hmm.
And is we want to go deeper and to make stronger matching and relationship. But of course, if you're looking for someone who is technical, you will not surround yourself with the sales. So you will be with a different filter in Hivin, able to say which type of role you're looking for. In, of course, about also the geography, the area you're looking the person, the language, and all of these normal things to find someone. But
Mm-hmm.
the one is like our differentiation because we believe that's really important.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense, of course, when you're looking for someone. Skills, it's something which is very, very obvious. Like
Mm,
especially if it's a technical person, or in
yeah.
in anything, skills do matter.
Yes, absolutely.
So we touched upon the challenges you faced along the way towards your purpose. A little bit we touched upon. You mentioned one of the biggest challenges were to actually find that co-founder, that partner. Any other challenges you faced during this path on this journey?
I have one other in mind. For example, at the beginning, I tried to build this project and I would like to launch in France because this is my country. But actually, after 3 months, 3 months, I saw that France is not my market. Uh, all the doors were closed for some reason I will not maybe discuss right now. So I did a market study and the market study told me, okay, you for Hivin, you have to go first in the US or in the UAE. And
Wow.
some reason, I feel since many years attracted by the UAE. I never went before, and I know nobody who went there. And I was like, okay, I will definitely go there. So a month ago, I took a one-way ticket and told myself I will stay there until I know if this place can be a good place to launch Hivin, but also a good place for me, like to live, to establish. And finally, I stayed 3 weeks and I really loved it. I love the city. I really love the people who are living and working there. I did a LinkedIn post about it when I come back, but it's like every person are like dynamic, ambitious, but they are still humble. That I think is really important. And about the city, like we spoke before the beginning of the live about the heat. Actually, the heat was not that horrible for me, even if I'm not used to it. I just loved it. The city is clean. The city is beautiful. And I felt like I was in my house, like in 3 weeks. So after 3 weeks, I said, okay, this is definitely a good place. So I will take a comeback ticket, which I did. And then I will work and do everything I can to launch Hivin there and to establish myself there.
Dubai is definitely an amazing place, has so many opportunities, and it's very international and very
Yeah.
open to creative new ideas. And
Mm,
it's a beautiful hub for companies and startups. And it's funny that one of my 9 to 5s, I used to open companies. I used to do licensing for people. So I would sit with people with their ideas that they have in mind. Oh, I want to create this. Oh, I want to create this. And yeah, I was helping them with the licensing part.
yeah.
So even for opening a company legally, really, how can I say it? Tax beneficial. Like we all know that UAE is great for that,
Mm,
specifically for taxation because they have very little taxes, and for salaries they have zero taxes. I worked in Dubai in a 9 to 5 for I don't know not how many years, 9 years, and I never paid a penny of tax from my salary. Like, what is this? When I talk to people who live outside of the UAE, because they pay, especially in Europe, crazy amount of taxes from their salaries are being taken. Like for us in the
mm.
UAE, it's zero, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, and that's because of this type of thing that Dubai is so dynamic and a lot of companies are creating and established there. And that's also why that's a really good market for hiring because in a really small area, actually, there are a lot of people who are creating because the government do the rules, put the rules to help people doing that. And
Mm-hmm.
I think that's so important. And today we don't have this system in France, so that's why I planning to launch in another country. But at least our purpose with Hivin is to be a global product, international. So yeah, we will come back
Mm-hmm.
later.
Yeah. Yeah, UAE is a beautiful and an amazing place for that. And right now also it's all about you will have an application, so things will be online. And for many people, they can also find their co-founders from different countries. For example, like you have a partner in the US, right? So, yes, some people I'm pretty sure would want to have someone on ground in the specific country, but I'm pretty sure with online businesses growing and growing, a lot of people would prefer or wouldn't care where the person is actually located because everything's going to be happening online. So that's also a plus.
Yeah, most of the
Yeah,
are who have co-founders everywhere in the world.
all over the world. Exactly.
Of course, sometime when you are not really close geographically to the person, the trust can be a bit longer to build. That's part of the game, but you have also a lot of positive aspect to work like this. I think you can definitely create a company with someone you don't see like in front of you every day. And about the US too, so I speak about a lot about Dubai because I felt in love with this city. But like you mentioned, my partner is in the US and she's really close to New York actually and has network. And when I was in Dubai, I saw how people are also talking about the US. Actually, there are really strong links between these two areas. The way of thinking has a lot of similarity. I saw a lot of people who has co-founder actually who are worked in the US, and that the same for the US with the UAE. So what we are doing underground for now is on my side, I prepare a lot of things for Dubai, and she's preparing for the New York. And we are putting our energy on these two area, and the link is to reinforce the link we can have between
Mm.
the US because we think it can be just amazing. Like the energy between these two areas is excellent. So this is, of course, the app will be open worldwide, but we will put our energy to have density at the beginning in these two areas and help people to connect each other.
Yeah, this is amazing. You're going to be the bridge between those two cities, the hubs of business. Also, just planting a seed, maybe you already thought about this. Hong Kong and Singapore also come to my mind when I think of such cities like Dubai and New York. Straight away, yeah, Hong Kong and Singapore also, at least for me in my head, are these business hubs with a lot of creative people, with a lot of startups and perks for businesses.
You're absolutely right. My knowledge about Asia is less important, and I never went in Shanghai or Hong Kong. So that's also why, anyway, when you're a startup and even if you want to be worldwide, you have to begin small, you have to
Yeah.
begin neat, you put your energy everywhere, then you will just be tired and nothing will happen because it will
Mhm.
you up in everything. So we need a clear positioning between with who we want in the app and the marketing we will do, but also in the geography. We can't go everywhere at the same time. So we have to focus on some points, make sure we have density, make sure we take care of the first people who enter the application, and we will then extend ourselves when we are ready to do it.
Yes, makes sense. And throughout the conversation, I love that several times you've mentioned that certain decisions came to you as a feeling, right? You came to Dubai, there's a feeling. You wanted to become an entrepreneur, what was more a feeling. And it's beautiful that you are in tuned with yourself no matter the outside environment, because the outside environment are people from France who are in a 9 to 5, there's no one around, as per my understanding, that could influence your decisions. Oh, I'm moving to Dubai, or like, oh, I'm opening a company. So it's awesome that no matter the outside circumstances and environment, you're still following your heart and following this inner feeling. This is really amazing. Not a lot of people have it.
Yes, think everybody have it, but
They hear
maybe
it, but they don't listen to it. They might have it, but they don't do it.
yeah, and maybe when you don't really hear it or listen, maybe you or listen to it, this is because there is too much noise. In
Mhm.
this world, we have a lot of noise everywhere, every time. And sometimes, you can do some things up to you to feel what you want to do, but you can above this noise, you can like do some place. And when you do that, you can better understand and share what you want, what you don't want. It's not easy at all. For example, it's also like some time. For example, a few months ago, I was like in a really silent place inside of me, and I was hearing a lot of things. And today, since a few weeks, there is a bit more noise.
Mhm.
It's less simple for me to hear and to feel exactly. And, you know, this happen all the time. We said it. And when you know you're like this, you can do something, try to have again your inner calm and hear again. So yeah, I think everybody can do it.
Mhm.
And when you say that, like about Dubai and everything, it make me remember like when I was running at night, I was hearing myself say thank you to the city. That's weird, maybe I know.
I feel you. I also have this sometimes. Yeah, I get
Okay,
you.
cool. I'm not the only person who is weird here. But yeah, I was like, just thank you for that. Thank you for all the people you bring to me. Thank you to be that, to be like this amazing city. And it's not about the city, but it's about energy and how you feel here. And yeah, sometimes I just thank you, even if you don't know why or who for who you say thank you. That's, I
Mhm.
think, great, uh, grateful, and it can help also for the positivity and to keep moving forward when things are harder. Uh,
Yeah, and this is a beautiful tip for everyone right now who is also asking and having questions in their heads. What are other tips that you could suggest or invite others to experiment with? Those who are in search of their purpose, what are the tips for them?
hmm, I think reduce your noise was the best one for me. And if I want to say another one, that's link, I think it's the acceptation. I think that's something really important too, not accept like everything is fine in the world and I'm blind and I don't see
Mhm.
the what happening. Acceptation is not in that way, but it is in the way that there are not good thing and sometimes terrible thing who happen in the world. You can't be impacted by that all the time and every day, because if you take it for you all the time, you will be down.
Mhm.
Acceptation is like, okay, I notice it's there right now. I can't do nothing for that. So I keep moving in my direction. And while doing that, I will grow, I will be stronger, and maybe in a certain time, I will be able to have an influence on this thing, and I will be working for that. But you can't take the pain of everybody. Can't take the pain of the world. I say that because I see it a lot around me affect people in some area of the world. There are some difficult things who are happening, like I think all the time. Maybe right now it's sometime worse. So yeah, cut sometime also the social media.
Mhm.
For example, I don't have Instagram on my phone. I don't have X on my phone. I just have LinkedIn. I don't have social media. I don't watch the media on TV because I feel that's really, really negative. And everything of this can affect you, even if you are not conscious about this, it affects you, all the negativity. So try to, yeah, go outside, run, work, smile, speak with the people,
Mhm.
and life will be probably maybe easier. And that can be an advice. It's not an advice like to find the right person, or it's just an advice to be you, be happy to be you. And that's, I think, the most important. You need to be happy with yourself to be able to
Mhm.
love the others truly and be loved in return. If you don't like yourself, that can't work.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing all of these beautiful tips.
Thank you.
I agree with you in regards to all your words, but what I want to point out is us being focusing on what we can control and letting go of those things that we cannot control. And I also don't watch news. And a lot of people ask me, "Oh, you don't know what's happening in the world. You don't watch news. What is this?" And I'm like, news find me. Even if I'm not watching or reading news every single day, the major things I still know about it because people talk, and I would find it out from other people. I would have discussions. I would be up to date, but I wouldn't be drowning, glued to the screen, drowning into all of these negative, many times propaganda things that
Mm,
were shown on TV. So yeah, love all your tips. Thank you so much for
good.
sharing.
Thank you.
Now let's move to our part with cards.
Oh, yeah, forget it. Cool. Let's do that. Oh, yeah, because
Yeah.
it's already 1 hour and 6 minutes. Cool.
Uh, let's see what the cards will bring us.
Here we go.
Level one. There's like 3 levels of it. We start with level one. Are you someone who would get a name tattooed on yourself? Why or why not?
A name tattoo?
Yeah, I still get a name tattooed on you.
Okay, well, I can have a tattoo. I actually already have one. I think a name is a bit risky.
It's extreme.
Name of fits the name of maybe, I don't know, a dog or a cat you really loved and passed away. You want to put the name. Why not? Up to you to do. I will not. I think a name is a bit weird to put, but I can also understand people who do it because they are in love with someone, like
Mhm.
family or friends or pets. Everybody is free to do some things they want. I will not. I think it's because of the fear to regret it.
Yeah,
And it never came in my mind to do that. But did this type of question? That's actually
I know it's a funny one. Okay, level two. Hmm. What are you still trying to prove to yourself?
wow. Ah,
I love these cards.
yes, what I'm still trying to prove to myself. I'm trying to prove to myself that I can all the time be a better version of myself. This is actually something you still figure it out because you will have this all of your life. So my point is, for example, 1 year ago, I felt like actually when I broke up, I felt like I wasn't happy to live with myself, only with
Mm,
myself. And I had to do a lot of change in my life. I'm trying still and trying in the right way to prove myself that I'm this better version. And I
uh-huh,
also know still can be a better version. Uh, and I think I'm in that way.
beautiful. I really like the word even. Why? I'm going to explain right now. When we say that I am looking to become the best version of myself, it kind of gives us a thought that I am not yet that best version of myself. So this is where the word even comes. I am right now the best version of myself, and there is an even better version of myself
Yeah.
somewhere along the line. So it kind of doesn't give that polarity of me being good or me being not good. It's me being freaking awesome, but I know there is me even more awesome somewhere along the line.
Yes, it's linked to be happy with who you are right now.
Yeah.
You have to be happy like this, and that doesn't mean you can't do any effort to still be again something stronger or more experienced. That doesn't mean you have to stay and doing nothing if you are happy with you right now. So yeah, I
Yeah,
really agree with this idea.
exactly. Okay, level three, last one. What would make people feel closer to you?
I don't know if I really understand well the question, but people trust me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So if the person trusts you, you feel closer to them. and they would feel closer to you when that trust is there.
Yeah, actually, I didn't understand this question like this, but yeah, that's really true also. Yeah, I think I say the word trust like 20 times in this talk, but yeah, that's actually, yeah, you are right. That's really important for me
Mm,
to be trust myself and to be able to trust the other. That's, yeah, just really important.
beautiful. Well, thank you for sharing everything. Thank you for being on All Cards on Deck. It was such a pleasure talking to you, getting to know you on an even deeper level. Thank you for showing Hivin for all of us. With all my heart, I'm wishing you to find that CTO, align everything in your business, launch it. And I'm so looking forward to celebrating that launch with you and meeting you somewhere in the future.
Yes.
What is the best way for people to get in touch with you? And maybe there's your future CTO is watching this right now. What is the best way to reach you?
That could be great. So you can reach me directly on LinkedIn. That's where I'm the most present. You can also reach my co-founder, who is Jordan. You can find her on the X, also on LinkedIn. And yeah, I think that the best way right now, the wait list is not open. We will open it soon, like I told you. So you can just private message me and I will be happy to have a talk. Yeah, thank you. And thank you for this invitation today. That was really great to see you. I'm happy all the time when I speak with you. Like, I like your energy. You're still positive,
Yeah.
smiling. And that's really great to have it begin the journey like this, the day like this.
Yeah, thank you so much once again. Thank you for your beautiful words. I appreciate it. And thank you everyone for joining. And I'll see you in the next one.
See you.
Cheers.